All they wrote was a scripture on the hat in addition to this ridiculously crazy, evil theology. This fake rainbow thing does not represent the gay community.
Well, the backlash is growing after Major League Baseball warned several San Francisco Giants players against writing Bible verses on their hats during a Pride Night promotion. The Department of Justice has now opened an investigation.
It is illegal to treat employees differently in their terms and conditions of employment, promotion opportunities, hiring, etc., on the basis of protected characteristics, and religion is one of those protected characteristics under our federal law.
All right, let's get to one of my favorite stories, and I'm so glad that this is happening. Shout out to all the MLB players, some of which who follow me. Shout out to y'all. I support y'all 100,000%, and I'm glad y'all stood up for what was right. You shouldn't let these people push that gay stuff on you. You can celebrate it if you want to. It should be optional, but to push it on you is asinine. Let's just show this image real quick, and then we'll get to the merch. Let's show the image of this baseball player. This all they wrote was a scripture on the hat in addition to this ridiculously crazy evil theology. This fake rainbow thing does not represent the gay community. This is the thing that bothers me about the whole gay thing. It is not all one thing. If you talk to somebody who's gay or lesbian, they don't support the trans thing. Y'all acting like because you gay, you also support trans stuff. There's a lot of people that I know that are gay that don't agree with transgenderism and don't think that it should be associated. Some people believe that that's a mental illness and it shouldn't be connected to LGB. Yeah, LGB. And then just because you trans don't mean you queer and don't mean you non-binary. Those are different things. And then they add a plus on it that nobody knows what's behind the plus. It's like AARP, NAACP, NCAA, sports, two spirits. What's a two spirit? So you telling me if you gay, you automatically associated with two spirits. It's all a farce. But let me show you this. And this is in honor of the baseball players and everybody that want to stand up for what's right biblically. And that we did these two hats. Shout out to John Root, because the black hat is the one he came up with. So if you support that and you when you want to go get one of those Genesis hats, just put Root in and you'll get 15% off. That's just the Genesis hat. Me and him partnered on that one. So put Root in. That'll give him credit for the hat. He came up with the hat. And it's a killer hat. I'm going to send these to some baseball players. But if you want to get it, it's on the store right now, ready and available. If you don't know what Romans 1:27 is, if they put Romans 1:27 on that hat, then people will be crying in the middle of the street. But if you don't know what it is, go look it up. Go to tatumstore.com, tatumstore.com, tatumstore.com. Go get you some merch. We got some 250 merch, too. Y'all go there, check it out after the show. All right, let's get to this investigation from the Department of Justice investigating the MLB for their discrimination and attack on religious freedom of their own players. Roll the clip.
Big controversy. The Department of Justice now investigating Major League Baseball for potential religious discrimination. The league recently warned several San Francisco Giants players against expressing their Christian faith after they wrote Bible verses on their Pride Night caps. In a letter to Commissioner Rob Manfred, the department's Civil Rights Division writes, quote, "The Trump administration is committed to combating religious discrimination. I have referred this matter to the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission for further investigation." Some athletes ripping the league.
This is what we're worried about right here. Major League Baseball players wearing a hat with a Bible verse on it. That's what we worry about in a billion-dollar industry. Major League Baseball, you can suck it.
I feel like it would be similar to saying everybody should have to wear a cross on their jersey. But I would never expect that with my teammates that don't believe the same thing. At the end of the day, I think I would literally just feel like, why is this in sport?
Outkick's Clay Travis with this. MLB has a real mess here. It's not 2020 anymore. Back then, you'll remember the league went all in on the Black Lives Matter movement amid the George Floyd riots. The following year, Manfred yanked the All-Star game out of Atlanta over pressure from the far left. It was based on the false narrative that Georgia's new voting laws amounted to Jim Crow 2.0. And in 2023, the Dodgers invited a drag group that mocks Catholic nuns to their Pride Night. Gianno.
Demonic. That's all this is demonic. Let's get to the next clip.
Well, the backlash is growing after Major League Baseball warned several San Francisco Giants players against writing Bible verses on their hats during a Pride Night promotion. The Department of Justice has now opened an investigation, writing to the MLB commissioner this: the Civil Rights Act prohibits MLB and its franchises from unreasonably burdening the rights of players with religious objections to serving as the league's vehicle for pro-Pride messages. Federal law is clear. Employers must modify their uniform requirements to reasonably accommodate their employees' exercise of religion. But a Giants announcer is pointing the finger at the players.
All right, let's pull one of the hats up for not our hat, but the hat on the player. Maybe that first clip. I just want to go through this real quick. I want y'all to understand what we're really saying here, or what they're pushing here. Lesbian, gay, bisexual. That mean you horny. That ain't got nothing. You just a freak. And then they got trans, LGBTQ. Q is queer, I think. TQA, ally or something. They got non-binary. They must got that after the plus. These are all sexual preferences for the most part. And let me explain to you why. All of this is simply homosexuality. That's all it really is. When you gay, you homosexual. When you lesbian, you just a girl homosexual. When you bi, if you sleeping with a man and you a man, you gay. If you trans, you transition to a girl and you sleeping with men, you gay, because you was a man. And then if you a man, you transition to a girl, you with a girl, you in a gay trans relationship. It's just all gay. Just say you gay. You don't need all these letters. It's just gay. And it's just gay sex. That's all this is. It's not about you as a person. It's not your haircut. It's not your mama and them. It's not where you grew up at. It's not the high school you went to. It's not the degree you have. It's not the person, none of that stuff. It's just because you want to be, you trying to drive down the wrong street. They ain't got nothing to do with none of us. Come on, bring Hamid on here. Roll it.
Major League Baseball in hot water. They're claiming this is just about a uniform policy, but a lot of people out there, many people up on Capitol Hill, see this as targeted harassment against Christians. What say you?
Well, let's look at the legal framework. Under Title VII, which is administered for private employers like Major League Baseball teams by the EEOC, or public employers, which I administer at the Civil Rights Division, it is illegal to treat employees differently in their terms and conditions of employment, promotion opportunities, hiring, et cetera, on the basis of protected characteristics. And religion is one of those protected characteristics under our federal laws. And so that doesn't automatically mean that the Major League Baseball employers are in the wrong here. But what it means is if they're treating people of faith and faith-based and their faith-based messages on their hats differently than, say, employees who want to have pins that are LGBTQ or other types of messaging on their hats, and they tolerate that. In other words, if they're applying that uniform policy in a discriminatory manner, that definitely could be the basis of an employment discrimination claim.
All right, now here is, we can skip over this because we're running low on time. I think that was our last clip when it comes to the MLB stuff. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Make sure you go to Tatum store. Put the hats on there real quick. I want you guys to wear these if you want to. I mean, they're great hats, great quality. We print them right here. Get you one of these hats to represent and speak on behalf of what you believe. Because every single day of the week, these trolls get to force these things down our throat to make us believe all this radical, crazy stuff. But this is a subtle opportunity for you to say what you believe without being all in each other's face. Because to be honest, look, this is a scripture. We know what it means. If they want to know what it means, they look it up and they'll know exactly what we believe.